Most people think building wealth only means working harder or getting a second job. But what if I told you there are 5 accounts that build wealth automatically, even while you sleep? And the crazy part is that data shows most Americans don't even have one of these set up. But by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the 5 accounts and the order that you need to prioritize them. And stay tuned because number 4 is my favorite. For those that are new, welcome to the channel. This is Dexter. On this channel, we cover strategies, tactics, and tools to help you get better and manage your money so you can achieve your financial goals a lot quicker. All right, let's get into it. Account number 1. This is about protection, right? About protecting your money. This is high yield savings account, not your standard savings account, high yield savings account. And this account's really meant when Murphy comes up, you've got emergencies. Well, we don't want you pulling out that plastic, charging something that's 22+% interest rate, losing money. Why don't you just use this as your account here? This is where you're going to park your 3 to 6 months emergency fund, any type of funding, savings that you've got to cover any of your expenses. We want to park here in this high yield savings account. The reason we want to use this account versus a standard account, because today, call it February 2026, the average savings account is giving you an interest of about 0.4% nationwide. That's on average. Whereas the average for high yield savings account, anywhere from 4 to 5% interest annually compounded, right? So let's say, for instance, you got $10,000 you put in these accounts. On the regular savings account, that 0.4 would equate to $40 a month versus, hey, if you got the high yield account, that's going to equate to $400 a month in savings. So it's a significant difference there from a savings standpoint, right? So we want you to go out and get your account set up. That's what we expect. One of the things here I've got down in the description, I've got there really a wealth building kit. And I've got some of the top banks identified, but do your homework, do a Google search, reach out to your own bank or credit union to kind of see what type of interest rates they provide for you from a high yield account standpoint. That's number 1. It's about protection. Number 2 is about free money. So that account number 2 is about free money. That's your 401k, your 403b or 457b, right? So this is your employer retirement plan. We want you to contribute enough up to the match, right? So the employer match, majority of them will match you. So say, for instance, that's 5%. If the employer match your 401 contribution up to 5%, so you contribute 5%, they'll match you at 5%. That's 100% return. That is free money, right? But the key thing here is that's troubling is that data shows 1/3 of Americans are not taking advantage of this. So they are essentially saying, hey, I don't need the money, taking out my paycheck, etc., right? But no, we're more savvy than that. We need to get this money. It's free money up to the match. So you need to contribute it at least to the match. So look at your company's retirement plan. That means connecting with your HR department or benefits department to see what that match is. And what we want you to do is, hey, let's start that today. We want you to open that account, get those contributions going each paycheck. Now, key thing here is we don't want you to just open it and get the contributions going. We need them to be invested into a vehicle that's going to generate a return. That means putting it into an ETF, exchange traded fund, or a mutual fund that tracks the S&P 500. Or it could be a target date fund. Either of those is going to generate some type of return for you over time. And that's what we're looking to do. Key call out here is that the money that you're contributing now is tax deferred. So that means it's going to benefit you this year from a tax standpoint. Also, you have high contribution limit. 2026 is $24,500 if you're less than 50 years old. If you're 50 or older, you can do what's called catch up and add an additional $8,000 to that. So that'll give you a total of $32,500 from a contribution. And you can also, if you're between the ages of 60 and 63, tight window there, you can contribute an additional $3,250 for a total of 11,250 above that 24,500, right? So a lot of that's geared. So if you think about that sweet spot, 60, 63, the government's seeing a lot of people take Social Security, trying to retire before, right at that 62, trying to give you some incentive to, push off retirement, a little longer, right? So take advantage of this incentive that they're giving you, right? So that's why they're doing it. The other key call out here is that, as we think about our matches, we just want to take advantage of the match, right? And that contribution. So if you're a high earner, if that means you're making 150,000 or more, the IRS will require that your catch-up contribution, that's that additional amount, goes into a Roth product. That means a Roth 401k, Roth IRA. You just need to check with your company, make sure that extra is going where it should be going, right? So the key call out here, let's go ahead and get started. If you are investing, make sure it's not sitting on the sideline and it's actually going into an investable product. Number three, account number three, this is the triple tax advantage account, right? It's called the HSA or the health savings account. This is the only account in America with a triple tax advantage. The only account. There's no other account in America that's set up like this, right? And that means your contribution is pre-tax. That means that's tax deductible. Once we contribute, we want that again, not sit on the sidelines in cash. We want it invested into investable product like an ETF, a mutual fund that tracks the S&P 500 or target date fund. That growth there is tax-free. And then when we withdraw it, it's tax-free, given that it's for a qualified medical, dental, or vision expense, right? Great thing about this triple tax account is that you can also utilize this in retirement. So let's say, for instance, we don't want to use it now to pay for any type of medical expenses if we can help it. We want that to compound and grow over years. So if you have any type of expenses in retirement, this account can cover those expenses tax-free, right? So this is a key. This is a beautiful account. It's a top account. There again, there are some limits with it. For 2026, if you're an individual, there are individual limits of 4,400 that you can contribute. But from a family, if you want to contribute for your total household, that's 8,750. Don't worry about the numbers. I've got a wealth building kit down in the description that's free. That's got all of these contribution limits that you can just download for free. Don't worry about that. Number 4, which is my favorite. Oh my goodness, this is the account that allows you to withdraw money tax-free forever, right? No one thinks that exists, but that's the Roth IRA. The Roth is great because you contribute after-tax dollars, so that's the net amount from your paycheck. But you can, once you contribute that to your Roth account, we don't want it sitting in the cash again. We want this into an investable product. There again, an ETF or target date fund, again, that tracks the S&P 500 or some other type of entity there that to your liking, right? We want that. The good thing about it is that growth there is tax-free. And when you withdraw it, it's tax-free. Now, given on that withdrawal caveat there is got to be 59 and a half when you withdraw it or older, and the account has to be open for at least 5 years. So just consider that, right? Now, the other thing that most folks don't even think about, your contributions, no matter when you want to pull them out, you can always pull out your contributions tax-free because that's with after-tax money. You've already paid Uncle Sam for that, so it's no double dipping, paying Uncle Sam twice for your contribution. So that's the great thing there about that account. Now, there again, it's got limits. It's a great account, but we've got limits there for this account, similar to other accounts that's pretty much really good. We've got limits there from a 2026 standpoint, and you think through as we identify and how much we want to contribute. This account is one where you can do what's called a mega backdoor. So if you think about, hey, the amount, you say, hey, that's $7,500 to $8,100 contribution to a Roth. For me, okay, I maxed that out, but I've got additional. You want to check with your employer to see if they will allow you to partake in what's called a mega backdoor. Now, if you're under 50, that's you can contribute in that existing 401k plan up to $72,000 if you're under 50. If you're over 50 or over, that's up to $80,000. The difference is the contribution amount that you exceed from your 401k up to that maximum 72,000 or 80,000 could be potentially rolled to a Roth IRA. So you want to do some homework there, reach out to your, investment advisor there. First, connect with your benefits department, your 401k or your retirement plan company to see, hey, do we actually have this at our company? Now, there again, this strategy is typically for high income earners, right? Most folks don't have the excess to really take advantage of, call it a delta of $40,000 that you're contributing and saving. So once you get your money right, you can take advantage of these, or some people can take advantage of these today. They're just not aware of it. So that's why I'm trying to bring it to your attention. Even though there's a lesser percentage of folks that can take advantage, the ones who can, please do some research on the Mega Backdoor Roth IRA contribution. The final account, the fifth account, is what I call the freedom account. Oh my goodness, it's because you're not tied to any age limits from a contribution or withdrawal standpoint. You're not tied to any contribution limits, so you can contribute as much as you want. And this is really, if we think about a taxable brokerage account, individual brokerage account. And this can be open with, call it Charles Schwab. TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab. It can be open with Fidelity or Vanguard, any of these type of large, or any entity that you want to open it with, right? But just do some homework there. This is with after-tax money. The reason it's number 5, we want you to utilize this after you maxed out contributing to the prior 4, is because any withdrawals, you would pay tax on it. So it's no tax advantages. The account number 2, 3, and 4, we have some tax advantages there. But Number 1, that's from a protection standpoint. Number 5 is really just straight growth, straight just getting you to that retirement at any point in time. You can withdraw the money at any time, so you can use it for, call it education. If you want to retire early, if you want to just supplement your daily living today or what have you, because it's a taxable brokerage account. That means you can pull money out at any point in time and use it for whatever you want to use it for. Right. But the great thing of it is, by putting this in the market, you're going to have the opportunity to participate in compounding growth, which we know is on the financial side, we like to say is the 8th wonder of the world, because that compounding growth gives you a lot of money in the future versus present day. Right. So these are the top 5 accounts really that can help you build wealth quicker and help you get rich quicker. But the critical part is think about the order. The first one is we need protection. That's that high yield savings, getting our 3 to 6 months worth of savings there to protect us from when Murphy's Law appeared. Then we want to get into that free money, that 401k, because we're getting that match, contribute up to the match there. So that's that free money for account number 2. Account number 3 is the triple tax advantage. That's that HSA, that health savings account, which could be rolled over to expenses in retirement from a medical standpoint. Number 4, right? That's that Roth IRA where we don't pay taxes on withdrawals. The other thing I did mention on that Roth IRA is that your heirs, if you pass that account on to your heirs, they won't have to pay any type of catch-up basis taxes or anything of that nature. So think about that from a tax standpoint. It's really advantageous for your heir standpoint too when you're passing this on. So that's number 4. Number 5, that's that wealth building. That's this retire today type of account, right? That's a beautiful account. That's our taxable brokerage account, right? So if you found this information helpful, I want you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this information with someone that you think can find it helpful. Until the next video, see you.